100 days have passed since Israel's war in Gaza broke out, and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu did not prevent him from destroying Hamas while faced the genocide charges in his country. According to Israeli officials, Israeli Army Hamas militants started a brutal attack on Israel on October 7, and the Palestinian settlers, who killed about 1,200 people and took hostage, began to attack Palestinian settler. Take a look at some important moments in the conflict using the Yamachi. At least 1,500 Hamas fighters poured into Israel with land, sea and air. After a while, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu Israel said it was in war. The 9th of October Israel ordered Gaza's full siege. 2 days later, Netanyahu said that the Israeli army would attack Hamas with a force that he had never been before, in order to destroy the militant group. October 13, a growing migration. The Israeli army told 1.1 million people in the northern Gaza to release their homes immediately, while increasing their response. Since beginning of the work, UN estimates that up to 1.9 million people have been displaced. October 17, hundreds of killed in Gaza hospital. A donation explosion passed through the Al-Ali Baptist Hospital in Gaza, which hosted thousands of people. The explosion was probably due to a defective rocket fired by Palestinian militants rather than Israeli strike. The 27th of October Israel expands the land attack. After a great extent, the Israeli Defense Forces announced that it expanded ground operations in Gaza. November 15 Al-Shifa hospital raid. Israel launched a targeted operation against Hamas in the largest hospital of Gaza, which thousands of Palestinians believed to have hosting. November 24 a ceasefire begins. After careful negotiations for days, the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas brought a pause to fight. As part of the Ashkes, civil hostages kept captive by the militants were released and hostage groups released every day. December 1 a ceasefire collapses. A week later, Israeli army continued to fight against Hamas in Gaza and accused group of breaking conditions of ceasefire. Israel's focus began to pass from north to south Gaza. The 15th of December hostages were killed in Badad raid. Israel soldiers shot and killed 3 Israeli hostages in northern Gaza after misrepresentation as a threat. January 1 Israel announced that it has been partially withdrawn. On first day New Year, Israel announced that it will soon start with thousands of military Gaza to prepare for a new stage conflict. But a senior official warned that war expects to continue throughout year. The 11th of January ICJ trial begins. South Africa accused Israel with genocide in unprecedented case in Upper Court of United Nations, and asked court to stop Israel's military campaign Gaza. Rejected allegations by calling. January 11 strikes against Houthis Yemen, Abed and British troops in response to the Iranian-backed militant group's commercial transport attacks the Red Sea. Launched strikes against Houthi.